family. You get into the restaurant, take a seat, and the waitress brings out what looks like an egg folded in half with other breakfast foods inside of it. You take a bite and it's really delicious, and you start to wonder, what is this and how can I make it at home? This is called an omelet. Making an omelet isn't a very common skill. However, with proper instructions, it can be pretty easy to make. I've had the pleasure of knowing how to make an omelet for 5 or 6 years now because my parents taught me at home. There's a few steps. You're going to want to locate your ingredients, prepare your ingredients to cook the egg, and then fill in the ingredients to eat. A lot of people don't know how to make an omelet, but making an omelet is very easy and delicious, and it'll make your breakfast a lot better. Step 1, you're going to want to locate your ingredients. So you want about, can you start the video over? Yeah, thanks. You want to get out a whisk and a bowl to mix your eggs. You want a pan, your stove, your spatula, and your cooking spread for when you make the eggs on the pan. And you also want your couple eggs, cheese, ham, depending on what you want in the omelet, and salt and pepper. Next, you want to prepare to cook. You crack the eggs into your bowl, and then once you're done cracking your eggs, you'll move over to your stove. From your stove, you want to spray your pan with the cooking oil, turn on the stove, and heat it up while you whisk your eggs. You want to whisk the eggs while the pan heats because it gives the pan enough time to warm up so you're not sitting there waiting for eggs to cook even longer. Whisking the eggs, you want to whisk it. Sometimes you want to put a little bit of water in it. I don't usually. You just want to whisk it till it's nice and mixed up, a nice creamy yellow color, not like too much egg white or egg yolk separated. The next step, you want to cook the eggs about halfway before you're ready to flip them. You pour the eggs into the pan once it's hot, and you're going to let it basically just stand there and watch it cook. You're going to let it cook for a bit, occasionally testing with the spatula to see whether or not it's ready to flip. And over time, it should get a little bit more cooked. You can see it on the top. It'll be pretty cooked over top. There'll be a little bit of wet spots. And you'll want to, that's when you know you're ready to flip it almost. So you want to grab your salt and pepper, and you're going to sprinkle it onto the eggs to make sure that you don't want too much salt and pepper. You want to sprinkle it around. Don't get too much, it'll taste bad. And you're going to flip the eggs over with your spatula. Now your eggs are half cooked and they're ready to flip over. Now you're going to flip over your eggs, apply your ingredients, fold the omelet, and get ready to eat it. You put the spatula underneath your egg, flip it over, and let it cook. You're going to sit here again just for a little bit, let it cook around. Don't let it get too cooked because it'll be crunchy, and crunchy omelets aren't the best. Once you're done cooking, you're going to flip it over again. You're going to flip it over again, put on your ingredients, and then fold it in half. Once your ingredients are on it and it's folded in half, you're going to want to turn off your stove, let it warm up a bit, and because it'll keep warming the pan, and it'll melt your cheese and ham together and make your omelet nice and mushed and glued together. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to fold it in half depending on how much ingredients you put on. You might have to get your hand and just move it over. And then it'll be ready to cook. It'll be done cooking and ready to eat. So you just slide it onto your pan, and you can get your fork, maybe a knife if you want to use a knife to cut it, and eat your omelet. Lots of people can't make an omelet, but knowing how to make one is very easy and tasty, and it can make your breakfast a lot better. First, you get your supplies, then you prepare your ingredients, then you cook the eggs, and then you flip it over and put in the ingredients to eat. Wolfgang Puck, an Austrian-American chef, once said, "You can eat an omelet at night, at lunchtime, all day long. It's perfect for every occasion," and I honestly can't disagree.